Right now, Mexico is building one of the most aggressive infrastructure expansion plans in the world. Trains, highways, ports, solar mega projects, oil refineries, over $300 billion worth of construction and planning is happening across the country, and almost nobody is talking about it. But what's happening here could completely reshape North America's economy, because Mexico is positioning itself to become the new global manufacturing hub. So let's break down what's actually being built and why it matters more than most people realize. We have to start with one of the most strategically important projects in Latin America, the Interoceanic Corridor of the Isthmus of Tehuantepec. This project connects the Pacific Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico through a narrow land bridge in southern Mexico. It includes roughly 1,200 kilometers of upgraded railway, expanded ports on both coasts, industrial parks, highways, and logistic integration. The goal is simple: create an alternative trade route to the Panama Canal. According to government projections, this corridor is expected to be fully operational by around mid-2026, with some sections already active. The system connects major ports like Coatzacoalcos, Salina Cruz, Dos Bocas, Puerto Chiapas. The idea is to move cargo from one ocean to another in under 24 hours using the rail instead of ships going through Central America. Supporters say this could transform southern Mexico into a logistics powerhouse and attract manufacturing investment. Critics say the challenge is execution, because for this to work, Mexico must prove its speed advantage over maritime shipping, reliable rail infrastructure, strong security, and logistics coordination. But if it succeeds, it could permanently change global trade routes. One of the biggest shifts happening in Mexico right now is the return of the passenger rail at scale. After decades of focusing on highways, Mexico is now building what could become over 3,000 kilometers of new passenger rail lines. Key corridors include Mexico City to Querétaro, Querétaro to Irapuato, Saltillo to Nuevo Laredo, San Luis Potosí to Monterrey. One flagship project is the Mexico-Querétaro passenger train, estimated at around $7 billion US, designed for speeds up to 200 kilometers per hour. Another major project is the planned expansion of the National Rail Network, which is expected to eventually connect major industrial cities in the center and north of the country. The purpose is not just transportation, it's economic integration, because faster passenger rail also supports labor mobility, business expansion, reduced trucking congestion, regional development. But there are risks. It is higher capital costs, long construction timelines, political changes affecting its continuation. Still, if fully executed, this could be one of the most important infrastructure shifts in Mexico in decades. Now let's move to energy. One of the most important renewable energy projects in Mexico is the Puerto Peñasco solar plant in Sonora. This project is designed to become one of the largest solar farms in Latin America, with planned capacity reaching around 1,000 megawatts of electricity generation. To put that into perspective, that's enough electricity to power hundreds of thousands of homes. The project is part of Mexico's broader push toward energy independence and renewable generation. Its upsides are massive clean energy production, reduced reliance on fossil fuels, long-term energy stability in northern Mexico. It does have some downsides. It has high upfront costs, grid transmission limitations, political debate over state versus private energy control. And here's what makes Mexico unique. It is simultaneously investing heavily in renewable energy while also investing billions into oil refining capacity. One of the most controversial projects in Mexico is the Dos Bocas refinery in Tabasco. This refinery is designed to process up to 340,000 barrels of crude oil per day. The total cost has risen to around $16 billion, making it one of the most expensive energy infrastructure projects in Latin America. The goal is to reduce Mexico's dependence on imported gasoline by refining more of its own crude oil domestically. Supporters argue that energy independence is critical, it strengthens national security, and it also stabilizes fuel supply. Critics argue that it locks Mexico into fossil fuels during global energy transition. It has experienced delays and cost overruns. Long-term profitability is uncertain, so this project represents a bigger question. Is Mexico building for the future or reinforcing the past? Now let's go to one of the most important urban projects in the country, the Mexico City-Toluca Interurban Train. This is a 58-kilometer rail line connecting Toluca and Mexico City. The total cost is estimated at nearly $10 billion due to delays and engineering complexity. Once fully operational, it is expected to significantly reduce commute times, carry hundreds of thousands of passengers per day, ease traffic congestion in one of the most populated urban corridors of the world, but it also has challenges such as execution on the project. The project has faced years of delays, rising costs, and construction complications in mountainous terrain. But once completed, it could become a critical backbone for Mexico City's metro region. Now let's talk about one of the most impactful regional infrastructure projects in Mexico, the new highway connecting Oaxaca City to Puerto Escondido. This project reduced travel time from 6 to 8 hours down to roughly 2.3 to 3 hours. This is a massive transformation for the region because it immediately impacts tourist growth along the Pacific coast, local business expansion, real estate development, regional accessibility. This is the perfect example of how infrastructure doesn't need to be mega scale to have massive economic impact. But it also comes with trade-offs. There are environmental disruptions, increased tourism pressure, rising property values, and gentrification risks. Still, this highway is already reshaping Oaxaca's coastal economy. Beyond trains and roads, Mexico is heavily investing in ports. Key ports being expanded include Manzanillo, Veracruz, Lázaro Cárdenas. Mexico's ports currently handle hundreds of millions of tons of cargo annually, and container traffic continues to grow at double-digit rates in some regions. Billions are being invested into container terminal expansion, rail connection to industrial zones, and customs and logistics modernization. Because Mexico's biggest economic opportunity right now is nearshoring. Companies are relocating manufacturing from Asia closer to the United States, and Mexico is becoming the primary beneficiary. But this only works if logistics systems can keep up. So when you zoom out, what's actually happening here? Mexico is making a massive coordinated bet on rail modernization, energy independence, global logistics positioning, industrial nearshoring growth, and regional connectivity. And the expected macro impact is significant. Infrastructure investment alone is projected to contribute meaningfully to Mexico's 2.5 to 3% annual GDP growth range over the next several years. But there are risks. Mexico has to manage cost overruns, construction delays, environmental impact, political continuity across administrations, and security and logistics reliability. Because building infrastructure is one thing, but successfully operating it at scale is something entirely different. So what does all this mean? Mexico is in the middle of one of the largest infrastructure transformations in its modern history. And unlike previous cycles, this one is not just about national development. It's about global positioning. Mexico is trying to become a manufacturing hub for North America, a logistics bridge between oceans, a leader in regional energy production, and a fully integrated industrial economy. And the next decade will decide whether this vision succeeds or becomes a collection of expensive, unfinished projects. If you want to understand Mexico's future, don't look at its politics, don't look at its headlines, look at what's being built, because that is where the real story is. And this is Mexico Insider. Thanks for watching.